Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Adventures of Kate. I'm Kate and I put up new videos every Friday. Make sure you guys hit the red subscribe button down below, it would mean so much, and you can join our little gang over here, and smash the like button as well if you guys enjoy this video. Anyways, let's jump into it. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 tips to save money while traveling. A lot of us are traveling on a budget. I know I am, so you know, if you can save money, why not? Any traveler or student loves free stuff. So here is the top 10 tips. Okay, so the number one tip I have to save money is public transport. And I know you hear this quite a lot, like even in general everyday life, don't drive, take public transport. But honestly, like taking public transport over taxis is, like, for example, in places in Mexico you could spend like $20 to $30, maybe 20, like yeah, about $20 on a taxi, or you could spend like 70 cents on a public bus. And yeah, you might have to walk a little bit extra to get to your accommodation or anything like that, but $20 to 70 cents is a big difference. And if you're doing that like every few days or every week, you know, it does add up. So definitely check out all the public transport options. I like to look everything up before I leave for the next destination, and then I make sure I've got like all the options, because it's really easy to get bombarded in the like bus terminals, airport terminals and stuff as you're coming out by taxi drivers being like, taxi, taxi. Oh my god, I never want to hear that word again. Like, don't even get me started on how many times I was like no to the taxi drivers. But yeah, my second tip is skip the drinks. There was so many times while I was eating out that I could have just not gotten a beer. Like, I was like, oh yeah, may as well, but I could have saved myself at least probably $50. I don't even know, I haven't done the maths, but on drinks in total when I didn't need to have them. And I think that's just because for me, I like to go out and drink, like, and have like a night out, but if you're not really a night out, like drinking a lot kind of person, then having a drink with dinner is kind of like the perfect medium for you. But if you like to go out and drink a lot and like take shots and do all that fun stuff, then skip the drinks with dinner and just like save the money for having drinks when you go out for your night, and then just bring your own water bottle and have water. Or yeah, because a lot of places as well charge for water if you're in places like South and Central America or Asia where you can't just have water from the tap. But if you're in a place that does have drinkable tap water, ask for tap water. Which leads me to my next tip, which is BYO water bottle. This is my current water bottle here. I had a different one while I was on the road, but yeah, this is definitely top tip. Recommend bringing your own water bottle. A lot of hostels that I stayed in throughout South and Central America had a place where you could fill up water with like a tank that they buy from the thing. Like, it is all like filtered, it's not from the tap or anything like that, but you can fill it up for free, or sometimes it was like the cost of like 10 cents or something to fill up your water bottle, and then just keep it in a reusable one. Doesn't have to be a metal one. Like, if you have a plastic one, that's fine, like even as long as it's like the reusable ones. Saves the environment, saves you money. And then I know some places don't have the refillable water station. You do have to buy water in plastic bottles, which really sucks. If you want to go all out, you can even bring your own water purifier, but at the moment I'm still kind of researching which is the best one and stuff. So in other cases I would just buy like the big bulk water things, like 2 liters. If you know you're going to be in a place for a few days, that is more than that's an, I don't know, depends how much water you drink a day, but like 2 to 3 litre big things. I know it's a nightmare to carry it all the way back to your hostel from the supermarket, but it will save you money and it will save the planet. Water. Alright, so the next tip is cooking. Cooking in the hostel or in your Airbnb or wherever you choose to stay, cooking food is going to save you money. And also you don't even have to actually cook. Just like making your own food, like making your own sandwich is going to be 10 times cheaper than buying a sandwich at a store. Or making a salad. Oh my god, this has like always been my rule, is like I hate buying salads out because I know that I can make salads cheaper, 10 times cheaper at home. Yeah, anyways, just like make your own food. But I'm not saying never eat out, but just pick the times when you want to eat out. Like if you know that a bunch of you are getting together to go out for dinner, then like pick that time and make your own food for lunch that day. I think a good rule of thumb is like try to eat 2 meals like that you made yourself or that are free, or you know, for example, like free breakfast. Have 2 meals in and then 1 meal out a day. It's like a really easy rule to follow in terms of saving you money. And so that leads me on to my 5th tip, which is make the most of free breakfast. So many hostels and even hotels and stuff make free breakfast, and often they'll be like buffet style. It might not be, you know, like your favorite like eggs benedict, or like even like bacon is so rare, but often you'll be able to, yeah, just like have as much as you want. And I know it's not always the healthiest, but I would say like make the most of it. So have a bowl of cereal and toast and a boiled egg and something else, some fruit. Like have as much as you can or want to really, and then almost skip lunch and just have like a snack or something later, and then go out for dinner. And it's like the perfect way to like save money on like a whole meal of the day. Now we're on to number 6. This is a weird one, but it could save you money in the long run, and that is to buy your own goggles or snorkel. If you know you're going to a lot of places where you'll be like wanting to use a snorkel, or like if you're going to beaches in Mexico, there's the cenotes in Tulum and around that area, which are like these big holes that lead to underground rivers. Anyways, basically if you know you might want to use a snorkel a lot, just buy one for $5 at the beginning. It might be a little bit cumbersome to hang around, but it'll just save you $5 every time you want to like hire one, because usually the price of hiring one is the same as like buying a cheap one. So as long as you're not a professional like scuba diver or wanting to like do professional stuff, if you're just like wanting to look at all the fishies in the water, just buy yourself a snorkel and save yourself a little bit of dosh. So number 7, this is to bring your own towel. A lot of places have towels, but they often charge for them, or yeah, they're just not free. So yeah, I have this Turkish towel. It is by the brand Made, and I took it all through South and Central America with me. It took a little bit of getting used to first, because it doesn't like dry you in the way a normal towel would, as you would think. Same with any microfiber towels, but I definitely just prefer these Turkish towels because they just look better, and like they're kind of like more like beach towels as well. But I used it both for the beach and for the shower, like both on the same day sometimes, and I never had a problem. I only needed one. You don't need 2, just one. But yeah, and it's not, usually I find these as well aren't as expensive as some microfiber towels. Like some microfiber towels can be like hella expensive if you want those like really outdoory, I don't know. But yeah, these dry super quick as well, really lightweight, really absorbent, and just great. On the odd occasion, I also did get towels from hostels when it was deposit, like when you just had to give a deposit and you got the deposit back if you gave the towel back, which is just nice, and it's almost like a little like treat to give yourself a normal towel every so often. Alright, sorry if everything looks a little bit different, like the lighting and I don't know. My camera battery died and I had to charge it, so we're back a couple of hours later now. But anyways, so tip number 8 is eat where the locals do. And And I know you hear this quite a lot. I heard it quite a lot before I went, and I was like, yeah, sure, like eat at the kind of like cheaper, like, you know, I guess lower class restaurants, like just the like little side street ones. I was like, yeah, cool, but I never fully understood it until I was in Aguas Calientes, which is like the little town near Machu Picchu. And they said there's like a market or something, and I kind of went through the market, but I didn't really realize there was like an upstairs part which had heaps of food vendors. Anyways, I was looking for food, and I went to this little convenience store. They had these little like empanada type things, and I bought 2 of them for 10 sol. Keep in mind, 10 sol is like 10 soles is not much. Soles is the Peruvian currency. But yeah, I bought 2 empanadas for 10 soles, and then I decided to eat one of them and have one for like lunch. And oh my god, they were like so terrible, so gross, just like so not even worth 10 soles. And then I found the upstairs part of this little market and realized that you could get you know, a plate of food and like an entree, which is like a little soup or something, for the same price. So then I'm pretty sure I ended up having, I'll like insert some footage over the top here, but I ended up having this plate of food with rice and saltado de lomo, or lomo saltado. That's right, yeah, lomo saltado, which is just like basically like stir-fried beef with like onions and like a couple other things, but you'll see in the footage what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was filled with locals, of course, and everyone was staring at me because of course I was not a local, but honestly so tasty and really filling for less than what I got those stupid empanadas for. So for number 9, this is to do with saving money on like flights and accommodation, and that is to use multiple search engines. There's basically a lot of ones these days, like apps, as well as like just the website, like Skyscanner, which shows you all the different prices for airlines, and also Hostel World, which has all the hostels that are listed, but then you can also go on booking.com and see the same hostels for probably similar price. If you're looking at hotels, there's like places like Expedia, Agoda, Trivago, like literally so many websites. But basically just look around a little bit. Even if it saves you $1 a night, if you're staying 5 nights, that's $5, and like some places that's the equivalent of 2 meals. So you can definitely save more by just like shopping around. Alright, so for number 10, this is just embrace happy hour. I know everyone likes to drink now and then, or most people do. Not saying you have to drink alcohol, but if you do, find a place that does happy hour, whether that's at your hostel bar, or whether that's at a local bar nearby, or whatever. Just find somewhere that does happy hour and go during happy hour and make the most of it. Basically, I remember one hostel in Guatemala I stayed at had Cuba Libres, which is like rum and coke with lime, for 5 pesos during their happy hour, and that was like, I think it was $1. So imagine getting like a drink for $1. So I had 5 or 6, I think, during the 2-hour happy hour, which seems like a lot, but they were kind of like not super strong, like they were a little bit watered down, but still for $1 I was like, yes please. And then the other thing on top of that, just if there's not a happy hour or it's after happy hour, see if you can take drinks into the hostel, like if they allow outside alcohol. I know in the Selena hostels, or when I stayed there at least, you could take alcohol in, but you weren't allowed it in like the bar or restaurant area, so you could have it in like the kitchen and stuff, but you just couldn't drink it where they were selling alcohol. Kind of like their licensed area, you had to have it in the non-licensed area. Anyways, so that's it for my top 10 tips for saving money while traveling. I hope you found this video real useful and you can save some money on your next trip or the trip you're currently on. As always, travel smarter, not harder, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just wait for the lighting to kick in. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, I just hate that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the next travel saving, yeah, just like spend less.